Suffer and Pressure from the Hilltop Hoods. Welcome to the podcast. Now, we need, from the start, are we calling you Suffer or Pressure or just Matt and Dan?
Just Matt and Dan is fine.
Okay, excellent. Price you wanted to know.
Last time you were on the show, you said to us, this can't last forever. Here we go, new tour, new music. Change your mind?
This can't last forever.
Well, he said, yeah.
You've repeated it.
It's going well, and we're enjoying the ride, and we'll keep sitting in that roller coaster till it falls off the rails.
Speaking of rides, it's been a wild and crazy ride for most musical acts over the last 2 years. Something happened that meant that you had to stay at home for a bit.
I've been for a while and I've been following.
I know that you're fresh from Groove in the Moo Festival. That must have felt amazing to perform. But during COVID, you did do your bit for the industry. Can you tell us a bit about that?
We just released the track sort of early on. It would have been 2020, sort of at the beginning of it all, to raise money for Support Act, for the Roadies Fund.
Yeah.
Because Roadies got hit pretty much the worst when you're in a gig economy.
Yeah.
You are,
How have they repaid that?
Sound was
Did
great
they bring
on
you?
Saturday.
Fantastic, and there were still people there, more importantly, to do it for us after
Yeah,
that
that's
time
true.
off. So, yeah.
Do you regret not being nicer to them earlier?
He revoked his "don't look me in the eye" policy.
That's nice.
It's really big of him.
Nature's healing.
Now, you guys have actually won, I was amazed by this, 10 ARIA awards, which is more than Barnsey has ever won.
Suck that, Bonzi.
Sorry, Buzz.
I thought you were going to say something really gracious.
No, we do like Bonzi.
I'm not amazed they won.
Buzz is the best.
I'm not amazed you won 10 ARIA. I think they're really talented, Hamish, to be honest. I'm not sure where you were going there, mate, but I'm sorry, guys.
At what point, though, do you sort of hit national treasure status? How many ARIAs do you have to...
It's 11.
We're very close to making that vault.
Yeah.
So, obviously, there's amazing things that come along with touring and meeting a lot of other artists. I think one of you took a daughter where you were performing and backstage Eminem was there as well. Whose daughter was this?
No, she was side of stage at Eminem, and we came off stage at the MCG when we played there, and she told me they had 3 different types of chips in the backstage.
Totally unfazed by Eminem.
I think she thinks everyone's dad does that. Like everyone's dad sort of gets a turn on the stage.
Karaoke night.
Yeah.
What were the flavoured chips?
I can't remember.
The green ones, the pink ones, and the blue ones.
I want to ask you. I've always wanted to ask you guys about one of your biggest hits, Cosby Sweater. It comes out in 2014. A massive hit. Such a great
I
song.
know where this is going.
Yeah, you know, I know, and I've always wanted to ask. So, in 2015, the world's relationship with Bill Cosby changes forever. How did the song change? Can you still sing it? What's the relationship like with the song now?
Well, luckily the song is not about Bill Cosby.
Yeah.
It's just about an ugly sweater that he wore a lot and made iconic.
No.
So in no way, shape or form is it a hats off to Bill.
Yeah.
And can I curse?
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
Well,
And
yeah.
you put a thing here? Well,
Yeah, why not?
we start the song now with Cosby.
So it has changed our relationship with the song.
That's a reasonable disclaimer. Your new track, Show Business, is all about packing it in, getting rid of the entire
Well, it's kind
career.
of imagine it rather than actually packing it.
It's about the highs and lows of the show business, particularly after the last few years, trials and tribulations, but it's also
What happened?
we're still figuring that out. But it's about the love-hate relationship that we have with something we've been doing our whole lives.
Has this been the lowest point in your career, the last 2 years and the struggles around that, or have there been other times
when
where
we
you've
first started.
Playing at a Cronulla RSL to like 3 people, that was probably the lowest.
Well, I want to
At
ask you.
least during COVID, we were still selling records.
Absolutely, you were. And 1991, you started. Like
No.
the number one song. Well, when did you start?
Met in high school.
Met in high school.
Well, you met in high school.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, 91, where you kind of came to the public's attention, I think. And I know the number one song in that year was Everything I Do, I Do for Love, I think, was Bryan Adams from the Robin Hood soundtrack. I do for you. Some way, it's Bryan Adams. It was a ballad. It was a big ballad. Everything I do for you. That's the name
I
of the
don't
song.
remember you going to sing it for me.
Yeah, which Will you sample it one day? No. The best
Only
is,
if you sing it for me, because I don't remember it.
what was Aussie hip hop? I've got a vague recollection that it was pretty vague. Like, what was the scene like?
It was not non-existent, but it was very underground. There are a few crews who was kind of who were older than us, who sort of paved the way, mostly from Melbourne and Sydney, and a few from Adelaide, where we grew up, who were making music, making hip hop with an Australian accent, and it kind of resonated with us and opened my mind at least to the possibility that we could do it as well.
So did you have it in your mind that you might actually do American accents first off?
did.
Yeah, absolutely, we did.
yeah.
I think everyone starts off mimicking and imitating the influences in the music world when they start
writing
out.
about sex and everything. We didn't have a clue about sex.
Sex education at Blackwood High was terrible back then. They let us astray.
Here's what I think it is.
I love it. Hey, thanks for joining us, guys. Show Business is out now, and for all the details on the Hilltop Hoods Aussie tour, head to our website. Thanks again for stopping by.